Hey, what's going on? This is another episode of the Reporter Vlog. Let me turn this down. Check the. Can't have this. Can't have the Bluetooth on. Okay. Here we go. Take two. This is another episode of the Reporter Vlog for um, May 8th, 2024, on a Wednesday morning. Um, mm, it finally turned down. I guess you say it's a long-awaited backup story to a previous episode of about the Edo Greyhound, about the Edo Greyhound. It's been up there for quite some time, and they finally getting to it. It's Greyhound has some personal meaning to me, especially in 2016. but but it's sort of symbolic seeing it go down. Sort of new beginning type of reminder. But anyway, let's get right to it. Let's get right to the story. Give us this story of safety net. Crews begin to tear down the iconic Greyhound building in downtown Louisville. Uh, Story's kind of old because they pretty much got started on it the other day. But let's get right to it. Okay, of course, this story is brought to you by WDRB. Um, uh, on May 6th, 2024. All right, now. Louisville, Kentucky. Demolition has begun on the old Greyhound bus station in downtown Louisville. After nearly 5 decades in the sandblasted concrete building on 7th Street and Muhammad Ali Boulevard, Greyhound relocated to 1211 West Broadway in May of 2023, leaving the old building empty. On Monday morning, heavy equipment was brought in to start tearing down the concrete building, which is across the street from WRB's headquarters. Some of the WRB employees watched as crews struggled most of the day to bring down just part of the building, proving to be harder than to get rid of than anticipated. LDG Development, who bought the property on October of 2021 for 2.8 million, plans to build a 5-story affordable housing building with 256 one, two, three-story, 3-bedroom units. Greyhound has been had operation in downtown Louisville since the early 1900s. Woo, man! It was first at 5th Street and Broadway. Well, it says a lot right there. 5 decades in the same spot. Uh, but basically, pretty much it had to go down because basically, pretty much homeless, pretty much another problem in the city. Pretty much uh, drove his this business. Um, let's put it like it drove his business down slowly but surely. Gave uh, Greyhound no choice but to leave. In other words, because I remember the times when I went in there, you can just see the homeless in there pretty much loitering, and because they didn't have nowhere else to go, they pretty much stayed on the outside and pretty much stayed on the inside, buying time, buying time. But in the heyday, I guess the best year is 2016. It was a great spot. Uh, and, you could get a little something in the back, in the kitchen part, and do it. Meet whoever's coming in from other states. uh, but um, but a lot of times it was there long enough. Like I said, and 5 decades is long enough, and it became a nuisance because anytime you try to stuff something in a strip mall, or anytime you take forever to pretty much to pretty much get the job started. Well, let me rephrase that. Let me go back to the last point. Pretty much became a hangout for homeless people. Let's put it like that. Bottom line, cause and slowly but surely, you can't. Louis's gonna take care of its reputation more than anything. So they figured, might as well move this. Figured might as well move this business to a strip mall, stuff it somewhere else until for the meantime. And that's pretty much the behind the scenes reason why this spot, other than time, had to be closed up, had to be left empty until now. And but but it's a shame that one problem pretty much knocks out well without with that one problem. It's a shame that this spot had to be left empty because Louisville refuses to truly do some real work as far as the homeless. But like I said, Louisville's going to protect this reputation no matter what, even at the cost of another business. That's the reason why that's the reason why. That's the reason why this pretty much Greyhound. People that bought this property pretty much said tear it down and make some affordable housing for it. But people did. Let's go. Let's see if I can find some points, quick points, before we end this episode. LDD Development, who bought the property in October of 2021 for 2.8 million, plans to build a 5-story affordable housing building with 256 1, 2, 3 bedroom units. So basically, this uh, this was pretty much a steal because it was left empty. Let's see. After 5 decades, for nearly 5 decades, in the sandblasted concrete building for 7th Street and Muhammad Ali Boulevard, Greyhound relocated operations in 2023. Uh, so basically, it was pretty much like I said, the company, they protecting his reputation, because basically the homeless and among other people who will use that as a hangout, and they pretty much had to get out of there in a hurry, or their rep would continue to go down and they would lost money. But it's somehow another problem, a problem that's been around Louisville for quite some time, can destroy a business in a minute. That's if they don't get out in a hurry uh, and find another spot. And that's what Greyhound did pretty much in 2023, leaving they just left the old building empty. They had leaving the old building empty until LDG development scooped it up like a football in October of 2023, 2021 for 2.8 million. Yeah, Greyhound. And another crazy point is some Greyhound had to build it all to themselves, but they decided to go smaller and stuff that try to stuff their big self in a strip mall and try to like a dog trying to fit on a small sofa. A big dog trying to fit on a small sofa. But basically, this is pretty much the situation. Basically, this was the situation. There was the homeless pretty much chasing this business, chasing Greyhound out of their own building, and unfortunately, because and which left this building empty for until October of 2021, and because they never did. And then somehow they never did. They had Louisville has a lot of money, but they never did find. It took an outside, took another development to get the idea of of making this building pretty much an affordable housing project. It took somebody else in the midst of a big old city to scoop this building up because Louisville still could not find a solution. I still can't find a solution for the homeless problem. But it's been there for a while. Yeah. So look at my last point. Greyhound has had operations in downtown Louisville since the early 1900s. Wow, 1900s. But its first was at Fifth and Broadway. But that's all I got for this one. I gotta say it's peace, goodbye. To I guess you say a pretty good personal memory that that you sad to see go, that you are glad to see go. But that's gonna do it. Spend enough time on this story already. It's another episode of the Reporter Vlog for May 8th, 2024, on a Wednesday. Have a good one. I'm gone.